Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you. Yes, I am late to the party. This is actually my first video for 2024. Yes, I promise to stay consistent. I promise to stay consistent. I said 2024, I don't go grief for anybody. No shengbang, no shiggy that this semester will show me, will stop me from actually staying consistent on my YouTube channel. I have three goals I've set for myself for this year. One is to create good content that can add value to you, my sweet subscriber, or whoever, whatever it is. If you're watching me, the goal is to give you value whenever you watch my videos. That is the main thing. And two is to stay consistent. Stay consistent no matter how shangbang I'm going to see this semester. I'm still gonna stay consistent. And the third one is to try my possible best to upload a video every week. That one will be hard though, but you know what? This year I don't agree for nobody. So I will put in the energy and I'll put in the effort. I will create time no matter how whatever it is. I am going to create time and I'm going to upload the content every week. Yes. So happy new year. How has January been for you? I think this January has been the fastest one ever, because by the time we looked left, right, it is 31st January. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to do this video. Once again, welcome to my channel. My name is Dorothy Canalius, and I am a Ghanaian living in Canada. I am all about positivity. Everything I do, I look at the positive side to it. I talk about everything and every other thing on here on my channel. If this is your first time watching me, Aquaba, and if you're returning, Mafio Papa Aquaba. Yes. So today's video is going to be pretty short and straight to the point. I'm going to talk about resources that are available to you as an international student right here in Canada. So in 2022, when I landed here as a student, these were the two things that I did. One, get to know where I was going to have all my classes at, the time for my classes. I mean, just to know my school routine. And the next thing I did was to go look for a job, because almost the bills were piling up and I needed money to sort so many things out. So those were the only two things that I could think of as at that time. Later on, I realized that there were so many resources at my disposal that could have made my transition here so easy. But you know what? I didn't know much about it till later on, even though I'm glad I know them now. So if you're coming in as an international student or you've already settled, we are actually in the fourth week in this semester. So if you're new here, trust me, some things can be very, very overwhelming. So these resources I'm going to share with you today can actually help you make your stay a bit easier for you as a student. So if you think this is something that is of interest to you, stick and stay. Welcome back. So the first resource that is actually at your disposal, that to me is the holy grail. You need to know about this. Is the IRCC website. You can check it on your phone, you can check it on your laptop, whatever device that has internet, Wi-Fi, whatever thing on it. You can go there any day, anytime, and check out information, news about immigration, everything that has to do with you, your study permit, co-op, work permits, PR, honey, before you listen to that TikToker who has turned himself or herself into an immigration expert, please visit the IRCC website first. Anything that has to do with tax, anything that has to do with funding, anything that has to do with other provinces, rules and regulations, any developments, please, the IRCC is the legit, the formal site for all these things. So I wouldn't really talk much about it. Just go in there, start surfing, just start looking at things. I mean, there's so many things, so many information is there, but day in, day out, take your time to go through their website, and trust me, it will be very, very, very helpful to you. And the second resource, or the second website, to me, I feel you need to know if you're an international student, or you need to have at your fingertips all the time, something that you need to be looking at every other day, is your school's website. Trust me, your school website, some will be like, what am I gonna do there? I don't really have any business on there. There's so many graphics and I'm already in school, so am I looking at the website for? Honey, do you know that your school website actually contains important dates? You get to know how your structure is for the semester. You get to know holidays. You know there are certain holidays that you don't stay home, you go to school. And so trust me, some of the calendars may be similar when it comes to events and holidays, but it is totally different out here. The school website as a resource can actually help you maneuver so many things, apart from you knowing important events, important dates, and get to know about the school calendar in general, how the system runs and everything. There are important services on there that you can book online even if you don't want to go personally, especially when you have problems with adjustment issues, finances, and maybe you need financial aid, or when you have problems with, you need counseling, you need somebody to even talk to, you even need immigration advice, even, yeah, everything is on there, even with your assignments in school, if you need like tutoring. Trust me, all these things are at your disposal. You know why? Because you've paid for them. If you actually check your tuition fee, your slip, you get to know that there's so many services that you've actually paid for that are actually at your disposal. You just have to go for them. It's open secrets. Go and make use of them. So if you're struggling mentally, please don't talk to somebody if you don't feel like you want to have people in your space. I know how it feels like. If you need this kind of help and assistance and you want to talk to somebody, please go. You don't have to handle it, all the pressure by yourself, if you really cannot. Trust me. So these resources are at your disposal. Just bear in mind, okay? I have this app called Penji. That is what we use to book for tutoring. If you don't want to come in person, you can actually book for a tutor online, and the person can help you, understand your assignments better. If it has to do with APA formatting, they have trained tutors that can help you, maneuver your way through in terms of, your research papers. You have problems in writing, you have problem with language, grammar. These are services that are actually open at your disposal. If you need assistance with, even with food, where to sleep, they have so many things like that on the website. You need to surf it properly. Okay, we are limited as students in a way, but it's not the kind of way you are thinking of. There's so many resources at your disposal. Also, follow the school social media pages. And you know what I'm saying? You're on Instagram. Why don't you follow your school page? Trust me, if they're having any seminar, anything that has to help you in line of the program you're in, or if they are inviting guest speakers, if they're having any kind of, little events on campuses, they put these things on social media. So if you're not ready to go through the website to be surfing and everything, trust me, important information they also put on social media, especially on Instagram and on LinkedIn, and sometimes on their Facebook. It depends. For my school, it's Instagram and LinkedIn. But your school, I don't know. But it's good. You follow Instagram, you follow your school's page on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Trust me, most of the information is out there. We had a job fair last week, and the flyer was posted on Instagram. It's an example of what I'm trying to tell you. The resources are out there at your disposal, but sometimes we're so busy in our little world figuring certain things out that a lot of things pass us by, a lot of things that can actually help us. Like if you're looking for a job, after asking so many people, do you know that you can actually get a job at a job fair? But how would you know that if you don't even know where the job fair is happening at, or when it's even going to take place? Please be very, very intentional and make use of these things, because they actually would make your life way easier. Another resource that to me it is very, very useful to you, and it's also at your disposal, that people actually overlook, is the international centers on campuses. I know definitely whichever school you are in, you do have an international center over there, and they assist international students on all levels. I mean, their work is 360, but it's about you and the kind of help you're looking for, and how open and honest you are with what you're looking for into certain things. So you want to change your course, or you need more information about certain things that has to do with immigration, anything at all, anything PR, anything at all. Please, before you talk to any friend, or before you listen to that TikToker immigration expert, please go to the International Center. This is another resource you can explore. Go there and ask your questions, and trust me, something will click and you will get the help that you need. We've talked about resources that can help you through school and through immigration. Now we're going to go in and talk about one resource that can actually also help you in terms of work, looking for a job. So apart from job fairs that happen in schools, people put together on campuses and everything, there's this app that actually can help you in terms of looking for jobs, and that is the Indeed app. Indeed, Indeed. Yeah, I know maybe you might actually even have it on your phone right now as we're speaking, or you might have a bad taste or experience with Indeed, but trust me, that app is good. Maybe you've not heard about it, or maybe you've had people say bad things about that app to you. But I always say this: different strokes for different folks. Honey, somebody might complain about how frustrated they are using the Indeed app. Some people might complain about how they never got a job using that app. You might never know. You would actually put your resume there and you might actually get a job on there. I always say this: it's better to explore options than to overlook them. Put your resume together, put your cover letter together, and download that app. It is free. Honey, go get it and put it on your phone and start applying for the job. So there you have it. These are the resources that are at your disposal as an international student here in Canada. So let me know in the comment section if you're actually using any of these resources right now, and how has it been for you so far? Good, bad? Please do well to share, and also do well to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. My name once again is Dorothy Cornelius, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.